Children are increasingly using the internet to learn, to play and to engage with friends. But there's a darker side to the internet, as sexual offenders are using it to groom children. An EU directive adopted in 2011 has criminalised a range of child-related sexual offences. MEPs from the EPP Group met in Brussels to discuss the latest developments in this area and how to tackle the phenomenon. MEP Anna Maria Corazza-Bildt, who is co-chair of the European Parliament's Intergroup on Children's Rights, is drawing up a report on how the EU law to combat sexual abuse of children on the internet is being put in place in EU countries. She explained what EU countries need to do better.
Implement the legislation that we have in place, enforce it, criminalise, zero tolerance to child pornography, sexual abuse and sexual exploitation, better cooperation between law enforcement authorities. It's cross-border, so it requires a European response, strengthen Europol capability to do that.
Sabine Verheyen, the spokeswoman for the European Parliament's Culture Committee, said that the internet presented huge opportunities to learn, communicate and discover, but also risks, and warned that young people do not always understand the risks. Fernando Ruiz is the head of operations at Europol's European Cybercrime Centre. The centre coordinates operations against child sexual exploitation. Among the many challenges in this area, he referred to
the use of encryption and an anonymous network of dark webs or darknets is something that is challenging because it makes our investigations, the identification of the abusers and the victims, it's becoming more and more difficult.
Monica Hohlmeier, the EPP Group's spokeswoman for the European Parliament's Civil Liberties, Justice and Internal Affairs Committee, said there is a large amount of sexual material on the dark web and that it is hard for law enforcement authorities to infiltrate these areas. She also said we should warn our children and advise them against meeting strangers without talking first to their parents. Ms. Veronica Donoso is the Executive Director of the International Association of Internet Hotlines. The hotlines have been set up to enable people to report illegal sexual content that they find on the internet. She explained how the hotlines work.
What the hotlines need is to get the URL or the website, actually, where the content is found. So people usually send an email or they can fill in a report form online and then they can send the link where they have found the material that they suspect to be illegal.
The European Commission is currently compiling a report on how far EU countries have complied with the directive to criminalise child-related sexual offences. After that report comes out, probably later this year, Ms. Corazza-Bildt will present her report. To find out more about the activities of the largest political force in the European Parliament by checking out eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching and see you next time.